It's the second week of January 2024, and I hope you all had a great weekend. Personally, I survived my toddler whacking me in the face by accident, and I'm on the mend. But over the weekend, I received a thought provoking question on Facebook from my childhood friend who's having a hard time contemplating a move in this market. She's really wondering if it's even possible for her and her family to relocate this year. And it's such a common story these days. Rising prices with increased interest rates left a huge amount of Americans feeling priced out of the market. And before I give her and you a strategy that you can actually work on, I want to reassure you that despite the challenges, there's hope, and you can make your home ownership and relocation goals a reality this year. And I think you should. Let me explain why and how to do it. First, real estate professionals all predict home prices won't be taking a nosedive this year. For a significant price drop to happen, we would need way more sellers than buyers, and that's not happening because your average homeowner today is not going to give up their 3% mortgage to take on a 7% mortgage. Even if prices were the same as 5 years ago, they wouldn't. So there is good news, but it's just not good enough. The Federal Reserve has hinted at lowering interest rates gradually this year, and they're doing it to avoid a recession, but they also have to avoid high inflation coming back. So they're only going to lower rates by an estimated half a point to at most a full point. Now, this will provide, or at least they think it'll provide, a soft landing for the economy, but it won't change the housing market drastically in 1 year. So, if real estate prices seem beyond our control, the real news we can focus on are things that we have control over. Understanding your budget first, then narrowing the types of properties you had in mind to what I call two extremes, and also narrowing the neighborhoods down to ones that you would move to and get real clarity on why. Now, starting with your budget, it's crucial to know your monthly affordability, not just the total home price you're looking at. Consult with a mortgage broker extensively to understand your financial landscape and explore different mortgage products, such as a 7-1 ARM versus a 30-year conventional versus a first time FHA. Ask about all the products they offer. And also, did you know if your house is in your spouse's name and not yours, then you actually both qualify as a first time home buyer under these rules and you can benefit from it. Also, check if you qualify for any grants and assess if even a small interest rate drop can affect your monthly payments. And trust me, a good mortgage broker will talk to you for years till you pull the trigger. The more you call them, the more confident they'll feel you'll use them when the time is right. Now, once you've established your budget for now, realize that it's a moving target if interest rates change or if you get a raise. Then discuss with your family and your realtor your ideal home size, the amenities, and why. Consider the extremes, how large of a property you want versus how small of a property that you can be content with. Now, having this clarity will guide you to your last consideration, which is location. Every neighborhood has unique pricing, influenced by factors like public transportation, public parks, and proximity to your work. Discuss your commute times on two extremes, your truly desired commute versus one you can tolerate based on your needs and your family's needs. And giving your realtor several neighborhoods with several types of properties will enable them to see what fits and what doesn't. Now, I'll tell you why you might want to do all of this now. It's my educated opinion that home prices aren't going to go down. For some properties this year, we've only saw a decrease of 3%. That means 3% in one of the harshest climates ever, and it was only on some properties in some neighborhoods. That's pretty resilient. Now, if they stayed the same in this harsh climate, it means that when mortgage rates improve in the near future, you're going to see buyers that were on the sidelines these last 2 years come into the market and pull the trigger. And if demand outstrips supply, like a lot of people think will happen, then prices will only go up from here. As a side note, I also hope that all of our incomes go up from here too, but history tells us that average home prices rise faster than average incomes. So it's always better getting into what you can afford now before properties that you can afford become smaller or further away from where you want to live. By doing all of your research now and being certain about the spectrum of homes you would love or like and the areas you would love or like, you'll be ready when you see the right property for today, not last year or 5 years ago, because it doesn't look like they're coming back. And in a city like New York, locking down your cost of living now by owning a home is almost always better than renting. And one thing most people don't think about is that you can actually lower your cost of living if you have a mortgage and you end up refinancing when interest rates go down. You can rarely ever lower your rental payments for the same property or anything equivalent for that matter. So, with that in mind, I'm really wishing you good luck. And if you have any other questions on your neighborhood, your home, or ideas of where to move to, please let me know. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.